I most enjoy when the church chandeliers are glowing and I can hear the magnificent sound of the organ floating through the air on quiet evenings in the neighborhood.
I grew up in a church that was very similar to this. It was very high church, very liturgical, and had a magnificent organ. And when I first started worshiping here in 1993, First Baptist was in between ministers. What kept me coming was the worshipfulness of the service, and the music with this beautiful organ accompaniment behind it was a lot of what kept me here until they hired a minister and I felt comfortable enough to be able to join the congregation.
I think this organ has such a marvelous sound, and it's a sound and also accompanied by tremendous versatility that gives us so many opportunities for different types of music. I think about the history of the organ and how it has been central to celebrations in this church of so many different types, those of the Christian calendar and others too. I think about this organ in combination with other instruments. For example, the guitar, and how lovely that is. So that's one of the lovely things about an organ, and especially one as fine as we have.
I love it. I love the sound. It just fills my soul. And certain pieces, I feel that I could just float away, just go into the atmosphere, into the heavens on the sounds that organ can make.
I suppose you would expect me to look at the organ in a different way from most of you. And I do, because before I retired, it was a rare day that I didn't spend considerable time playing this instrument, preparing for the Sundays and the seasons that lay ahead. But my main desire, my main hope and prayer and insistence that this 100-year-old E.M. Skinner remain for future generations is much more personal than that, and more emotional. My children were both baptized here. They were both married here. My 2 granddaughters were both dedicated here. I was ordained here. My wife's memorial service was held here. And I retired here twice. Every one of those events had this organ for its support, and none of them would have been as sacred or as holy without the sound of this organ and the cloud of witnesses it summoned. Those who come after us deserve nothing less.
One of my main ways of worshiping is through music, and the bass that this instrument gives to that is just phenomenal.
100 years ago, when Lucy Camp Armstrong, a church member, gave us this beautiful organ, I wonder if she considered all the people in the future, not only those in her own age, to whom this organ would be so meaningful, not only people in this congregation, but throughout the city. Because just as our historic houses of worship are a treasure here, so too is a wonderful organ like we have.
A valuable instrument such as we have, appreciated and enjoyed by so many listeners, needs to stay here. It was here when I came into this church as a child. I would like to think it's here long after I'm gone for the future.
The basis of this instrument can provide so much for the foundation of our worship experience that it has to be preserved.
As we continue to celebrate the centennial of our organs installation, we ask that you prayerfully consider helping us to maintain this instrument for future generations. If you would like to contribute to the ongoing care of the First Baptist organ, you may leave a gift in the offering plate as you enter or exit the sanctuary. You may also donate via our website. Please make sure to mark Organ Fund in your memo. Thank you in advance for your help and support.